All right, so here we go. So our game, what you guys need to do in every video game, you have to have files that contain the images of the characters. Does that make sense? Right? I can't just have code saying move this player if there's no image to move around, if there's no thing to move around. It's actually, I was listening to a psychologist and he was talking about the reason why AI took so long to get where it is because for the longest time they were trying to not have a body. They were just trying to have AI be this ethereal thing, and you can't interact with the world if you don't have something to interact in the world with. So you have to have a body, you have to have something that can then interact in the world. So we have to have characters, we have to have visual things that we can see in order for us to play our game.
So you have another line. You have like the image line.
You have player equals image.load?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't.
I have what's on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just review it then. So, what we are going to... Yes, Ezra.
It won't let me open my Pygame.
Define, like, what do you mean it won't let you open?
Like I go to the resources folder.
Yeah?
I'll double click the in-class game for Python, like the py.py.
Yeah, you're not supposed to double click it. You're supposed to right click and hit edit with idle.
Yeah,
So, we need our player. Our player image is going to be represented by the variable name player. So, anytime you see the word player, that is an image. From now on, the word player is the image. So there's only certain things you can do to an image. Can I loop through an image?
No.
Can I resize an image?
Yeah.
So if you guys are playing and it says surface, Pygame surface, that means it's an image. So Pygame surface, you can't do this to an image. That's what that error means, just for future reference. So player equals, no. So we're going to do pygame.image.load, not load. So this is how you load in an image, right? It's into Pygame, pygame.image.load. That makes sense, right? What in here you have an R followed by 2 quotation marks. What that does is in strings, backslash has a specific meaning, right? Did you notice here I have backslash and only one backslash so it shows up. I have backslash n and that gives me a new line. Backslash t gives me a tab. So backslash is a special character that allows you to do certain things. So what we need to do is we need to tell Python, hey, ignore the special rules of backslash. And the way we do that is by putting an R in front of the string, which makes it a raw string. Now that vocab raw string might be on a quiz. So raw string just means you get rid of backslash characters. What the special, sorry, I got beard hair in my mouth. It gets rid of the special properties of backslash. Yeah. Wait, no, it's this camera. So now what we need to do is we just need to tell the computer where the file is. So what you guys should do is on your desktop or in that folder, so I don't care if they know my name. So you have C users in that drive, that folder you guys downloaded. This is the folder you guys downloaded. It should be called resources. In that folder, you should have an image, or you should have a folder called images, and then you have an image called dude, and that should be your bunny. Dude.
Okay, wait. So we have
Dude 2 or dude?
Dude.
Oh, there you go.
Dude 2 is, so it's very easy. Is that your phone you pulled out, Ezra?
Yeah, I was checking the time.
Please put it, you can ask me, please put it in your bag.
It's also on your computer.
Yeah, that's a wrong time. Oh, and it's on your computer. Yeah, that's an even better option.
so like in between the quotation marks, we put like the location.
You put the file path. Yep. So yours will be something similar to C users, your first name dot last name, desktop resources images dude.
I don't think it's trying to find my path.
then that's something you can fix.
Where's the backslash? It has, like,
It's underneath backspace.
Here,
Wait.
special characters. Wait, so we find food, and then we.
So an easy way, guys, if you don't want to type all this out,
Go there.
what you do, yeah, so desktop,
There we go. I got it.
resources, images. So this is my images folder. Here's dude. I right click it. I go to properties. It pulls up over here. You copy and paste this location right here. You paste it and then do /do.png.
All mine has resources and images.
What?
All mine, I did the same you did, and it says location, resources, /images, /.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
That's
Is that
all
it?
I have to do. Alright.
Yes,
Alright, I got
it gives you this,
Yeah,
right, for the file location. You then need to type /do.png. Once you do this once, you'll just copy and paste it, and then all you change is this name right here, the dude. You change it to grass or castle or whatever.
Does it matter which way the slash is?
Yes, it has to be / going downhill from left to right, which is underneath backspace. It cannot be the one next to shift. It's not the one underneath the question mark. Does everyone have this?
Yes. Yeah.
I
guess one is
Wait, what's the second line?
Ignore it. Okay. So, once you have that, we're going to place him first on our screen. And then we'll come back and add more. So, screen.blit. The verbiage blitted means you have not put that character on screen. You've loaded the image. We load the image into the game file, right? But you then need to blit the image on screen for the person to see it, right? Does that make sense? Stands for block image transfer, which you don't need to know, but blit. So oftentimes I'll say you're blitting your character in the wrong space. That means this blit, wherever you blit your player, is wrong, or you're blitting the wrong image. You're putting the wrong image on screen. So screen.blit, in order to put something on screen, you need technically a couple things of information. If we're blitting something on screen, what do we need to put in our code? Where it is and what we're blitting. So the first thing, what are we blitting with our character? Player. Player is the image that we're using. And then like Ezra said, we need to know where it's being blitted. So in our game,
I just pressed shift instead of
oops,
Can we do 100 by 100? I need to go into like
hang on, how do I get, here we go.
permanently get rid of sticky keys.
Okay, so guys and lady, you got, this is our coordinate plane, right? X, Y, this is negative X, Y, in there, this is negative Y, X, in there, and this is negative X, negative Y, in here. Right, you guys all remember this? They're quadrants, yes. So in our code, in our game, this is what we have. We have this screen. Haha, I love that it does that. This point here is 0, 0. Okay? Just like the center here is 0, 0. Top left, origin, whatever. All of our code, so as we increase this way, X increases, and as we go this way, Y increases. So it's a little bit different.
I don't understand that though. Like, why does it do that? Why not?
Because we read we read
The code.
right to left, top down.
I guess that makes sense.
So as we go to the left, our x has to increase, and as we go down, so if I had this is a Python
That makes sense.
code, which is the 6th letter, or which is the 5th letter? Which way do you count, left or right?
Alright.
No, it's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the I. What's the third line? Which way do we count? This is the third line. So that's why it's that way. It makes more sense actually than the coordinate plane. In a coding context, yes, Ezra.
What you said, just said we go right to left, top to bottom.
Did I say I meant left to right?
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. Left to right. Left to right, top down. I'm sorry. This caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. No, I'm kidding. That's like coffee number 2. So, in our code, I wish that would disappear when I erased, but then whatever. So, and just so you guys know, if we're gonna blit our character at 100, 100. That means the top left of the image is at that location. So technically, if we were to blit something at 640, 480, which is this corner, you wouldn't see it because the top left corner would be blitted there, and our image would look like that, so you wouldn't see it.
You would literally see one pixel.
What's the dimensions of our guy?
I think it's 100, 100. I think he's 100 pixels wide by 100 pixels long. I'm not sure. The way you can figure that out real quick is if you right click on that, if you right click on it and you look at details, it's 64 by 46. So the width is 64 pixels and the height is 46. Width is 64, height is 46. Okay, so we got to get this real quick. So like I said, we're going to put him at 100, 100. Do you guys understand that? What? Yeah, this is his position. And you can change that, and we'll go over that later because we only have like a few more minutes. I actually don't know when the bell rings. So, the next thing we need to do, just because we put him on screen, if we move the character, we need to update the screen. Okay? So just because you've blitzed something on screen doesn't mean the user can see it. You need to update. So we do pygame.display.update.
So you can like quote unquote cast a bunch of changes without displaying and then display them all at once.
You only have one display.
You can't see like this.
Well, you shouldn't need to see this anymore.
No, not that part. I mean like, look, so you don't have a line at the top. Yay, error. And you skip 2 lines or 3 lines.
What?
You skip 3 lines like between like this.
It doesn't matter.
Got an error.
I just do that so that it's easier for you guys to see. What's your error, Mikey?
Traceback. It's with the user Michael Yell documents Python program.
It's saying folder not found.
It's saying screen is not defined.
Did you do this up here? Screen is at pygame.display.set mode with type.
Oh, you.
No, Peter missed that.
I don't have a picture.
Why don't you have a picture?
I don't have there.
Oh, it's because I use.
I'm gonna run it
Gen
to
have a screen.
Yes.
So I also
Nothing
have an
happened.
error, and it's written couldn't
Oh,
open
wait.
resource images.load.
Then that probably means you're not telling it to go to the right spot. So you need to have the full file path, so it needs to have C:, users, your first name dot last name. You need to have all that. Brendan, and then I think Ezra had a question
So when
too.
you run the code, you just get like a button and it's like your illustrator. Well, yeah, that's a good one.
This is what you should have.
Alright, that's what I have. And then you said that you can't really exit out, so like what you do, you have to go.
You close this. You close the shell.
Um,
Couldn't open resources and they.
That What-
that's what I know.
What does your file path say? Does it say this? C:users first name dot last name.
No.
Where do I
That-
put that?
Well, guys, like I said, if you right click the file, desktop, resources,
But I
images.
did that, though, I
no,
don't-
that you
Yeah, me too.
no, you didn't.
Resources and images.
Exactly, yeah. That's
It-
what it gave me too.
It's not just resources images.
So where
You have to have this full file path, the location.
properties,
It doesn't work if you don't have C:users : because your computer that file path doesn't exist. That's half of a file
Yeah,
path.
here, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I need to show you.
That is because you guys did not do it. It's you didn't. Okay. Well, this is a different error. So you guys just didn't extract the file.
Huh?
When you guys downloaded it, it downloaded it as a zipped file, so it's compressed.
Oh, that's why there was a zipper on it.
There you go. So there's your location.
There we go.
Wait,
Come up here and I'll do it for you.
wait, just a question because
I'm gonna stop the video because I don't think we're gonna get any further than this.